Tesla employee just leaked the latest update on the Tesla Cybertruck. Welcome to Musk Central. Make sure you like and subscribe to help the channel out. Now let's get into the news. The 2023 Tesla Cybertruck was revealed in what appears to be close to production guise at a promotional event in Texas earlier today. Despite debuting as a concept back in 2019, the controversial electric pickup truck has faced multiple delays over the past 3 years. The version which broke cover today could be updated again before customer deliveries begin next year, however was presented to onlookers as the final rendition, or at least close to it. It does not deviate dramatically from the prototype, however now features a slightly reprofiled body, side mirrors, new taillights, fog lights, new wheels, and a windscreen wiper. Door handles have also been removed, with CEO Elon Musk telling fans that Cybertruck knows that you're there and just knows that it needs to open. The cabin was not clearly visible at the Cyber Rodeo factory opening, however it appears the concept's minimalist aesthetic has been retained. Images taken after show a Model S-like steering yoke and a center touchscreen. While specifications are thin on the ground for now, Mr. Musk noted, "I think it will be our magnum opus." Impressive performance details announced at the concept's reveal were pulled from the Tesla website last year, and have yet to return. It's unclear why this decision was made, and if the production variant will be slower or quicker than originally promised. New pricing is also yet to come, with the original figures removed alongside the specifications. Tesla now promises the Cybertruck will go into production at its new factory in Texas at some time next year. While the model can be pre-ordered with a $150 deposit in Australia, employees of the company have previously told Drive they do not believe it will be delivered locally. A couple of new photos leaked over the weekend of the Tesla Cybertruck, giving us a closer look at design changes that we've spotted recently from afar. The photos were posted to Cybertruck Owners Club forum and have inspired quite a reaction so far. The same unconventional look of the original prototype is maintained, with large flat body panels, sharp angles, and a massive windshield. But there have been a few notable changes between the original unveiling and now. The rims are perhaps the most notable change that we haven't seen before. In the recent drone video of the Cybertruck driving around Tesla's test track in Fremont, the wheels looked different than these photos today. And those wheels were, in turn, different from the original prototype, which had a large plastic wheel cover that improves vehicle aerodynamics and also added to the vehicle's blocky and aggressive look. These new rims look similar in design to the Model 3 standard wheels with removed aero covers. Zooming in closer to the new photo, we see that the tires have the same design as the Cybertruck prototype with 7 spokes on the tire sidewall corresponding to the 7 ridges on the original prototype wheel covers. As such, we suspect that these rims were hiding underneath the wheel covers all along, and that the Cybertruck will have removable wheel covers like the Model 3 and Model Y base wheels. On the original prototype, there was no windshield wiper or side mirrors. This is common on concept vehicles that are not intended to be driven on normal roads. Car designers for years have been imagining a future where side mirrors are replaced by cameras, which allow for a cleaner design and better aerodynamics, but this dream has clashed with safety regulators who aren't quite ready for it yet. Tesla would like to ship the Cybertruck without side mirrors, and has designed them to be easy to remove should regulations be updated to allow cameras instead of mirrors. The massive front windshield requires an equally massive windshield wiper, which we get a closer look at in these leaked photos, one huge blade on the driver's side of the windshield, which looks to extend across the entire windshield in one large sweep. Tesla has been designing their own electromagnetic wiper system, which is rumored to appear on the Cybertruck. While we're on the windshield now looks to have a slight curve to it, as was also visible in the drone video, whereas the original prototype was completely flat. The LED light bar at the top of the windshield is not visible in either this new photo or the drone video. Maybe it's better hidden, or maybe it has been removed. Another thing missing from this new prototype are the door handles. In previous iterations, the Cybertruck had flat but visible door handles that would present, as in the original Model S, but Tesla confirmed since then that the production version will have no door handles at all. The car instead will recognize you walking up and open the door for you. Tesla seems to be following through with that idea, as there's no hint of a door handle in these photos. As for changes to the overall proportions of the vehicle, given that we only have 2 photos from one angle, it's hard to tell if there are any differences. A lot of apparent changes could just be perspective or lighting tricks, so we can't be authoritative here, but it does look like the front end has changed a little bit. In the original prototype, the front end was more angular and the front edge above the headlights jutted out a bit, even beyond the bumper. This was immediately pointed out by many as a big no-no, since safety regulations require that vehicles be designed to minimize pedestrian injury in a crash, and a high pointy bumper would probably not do that. It looks like, in these new photos, the top edge of the headlights has been brought back slightly, and the plastic bumper underneath has been made larger, including larger air intake, and to jut out a little farther. Again, it could just be a trick of perspective, but if there has been a change, it was likely done to get closer to satisfying pedestrian safety regulations. After this post, a walk-around video leaked and it looks like, while the lower bumper area has been made larger, the headlight still does stick out beyond the plane of the bumper. Thus, we still suspect this area will be subject to some redesign before the car is homologated. These changes definitely show a vehicle that is getting closer to being real, with the addition of mirrors and a windshield wiper and what looks like some changes to the bumper. Removable wheel covers will come as a welcome change to many, as some think the Model 3 wheels look better with the aerodynamic covers taken off. I think you're all crazy. Not only do they look better with the aero covers, the car performs better with them on. But the same basic design of the Cybertruck is still there. For those who have been eagerly awaiting this truck for years now, it will be refreshing that the original shape of the concept has been largely maintained. But for me, well, I still find it hideous. I was told it would grow on me, and I said I knew it wouldn't, and it just hasn't. But that's just me, and I'm not in the market for one anyway. I still do respect the idea of doing something different, and perhaps the manufacturing cost savings from a simpler design will turn out to be beneficial, but I'd still never want to be seen driving one myself. Luckily, there are many other electric truck options available now or soon for prospective buyers depending on how radical your aesthetic tastes tend to skew: the F-150 Lightning, Silverado EV, Rivian, and Hummer EV, roughly in that order. Elon Musk's famous Cybertruck has had its fair share of internet trolling since it was first announced, from the infamous smash-proof window that ultimately smashed, to the bizarre shape of the vehicle. But will new footage rid the Cybertruck of its reputation as the car industry's weirdest model? Tesla's Cybertruck is expected to come with several cool features, including a pretty decent range for a vehicle its size. Despite multiple delays that have delayed the launch of the Cybertruck, interest in the car remains high. It is expected to ship with premium hardware in numerous configurations, including a top-of-the-line quad-motor setup that promises to offer a class-leading range. The Cybertruck was expected to go into production later this year, but the 2022 production date was removed from the company's website earlier this month, suggesting that it has been delayed once again. Recent photos also indicate that its design has also been tweaked somewhat to make it street legal, although much of the original design remains intact for the most part. That's it for today. Make sure you like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video.